How's it going, everyone? My name's Valhalla Pickle, and today we are finally finishing, well, I say finishing. We're finishing the prep for our rocket fuel factory, and hopefully today we are going to be able to finally make some rocket fuel. I am genuinely very excited about this. We have been in the prep work now of actually making our rocket fuel for over 4 months. We started, I believe it was the 3rd of September. I started building in this actual area itself. Obviously, I've been gone for a couple of months because of university. We then spent ages collecting all of our resources from all of our different conveyor belts. Then we spent a few episodes doing some random shenanigans, finding hard drives, slugs, and all that sort of good stuff. But today, we've got a few things planned. And as you can see, by the way, I'm actually using this beautiful image thing, whatever it's even called. The Noir effect settings. Of course, in case you guys don't know, there are effect settings in this game, and some of them look absolutely incredible. I do like this one here as well. I think it would look a lot nicer when I've got some more machines and some more factory parts that have actually come together to form a bit of a better factory structure than just this. But regardless, I still think it looks really, really cool. So the plan is we're going to be unpackaging all of our packaged crude oil, which shouldn't take too long. We've already made the blueprints for it. All I've got to do is most likely just change it from packaging crude oil to unpackaging the crude oil, because that's what we're doing. And then probably do a very quick design of what our rocket fuel blender blueprint is going to end up looking like, because I want to try and sort out all the inputs and outputs beforehand. Because unlike, for example, the blenders that we can currently see towards the center of the screen, we haven't just got 2 inputs and 1 output. We've now got 4 inputs and an output. 4. I don't know how that's going to look logistically. It should work. I'll be very surprised if it doesn't work, but the actual look of it, I am slightly concerned about. Regardless, it should be a good laugh no matter what. So without further ado, let's just get straight into it. Let's unpackage our crude oil. Let's start our rocket fuel. Let's maybe design a very quick interior look for the second quarter of this rocket fuel factory, and hopefully have some fun along the way. Also, you might notice right here, for example, I've now actually changed the width of my webcam. So before, it used to come out quite far, up to around about there, if you can see my mouse cursor. But I've actually just made it a little bit smaller. So for example, now, when I'm actually in the blender settings, you can actually see the resources here, because before my webcam was completely blocking, for example, how much heavy oil residue we're making per minute. So from a viewer perspective, that was quite difficult, I imagine. So again, I've moved my webcam slightly. Of course, I could just move it up or down. We'll see how it goes. As of right now, I don't mind making my webcam smaller, because I feel like it's a bit too big anyway. Do let me know if you guys like that change, or if you don't like it. I can always just revert it. But I'm probably going to keep it like this, unless a lot of people say that they don't like it. Welcome, Journey. Hope that you're doing good. Welcome, welcome. So off camera, I was testing this, and I can confirm, as far as I'm aware, everything here works completely fine. We did have a little bit more of a polymer resin situation, but that has now been resolved. So the plan is, I want to try and border this off over here. By that, I mean most likely just get one of these foundations here, then just zoom it across that way. That's basically it. It now gives me a nice canvas here to plop down this blueprint. There we go. And I was testing this off camera, and I think I've got a pretty decent idea for what I want to try and do here, because bear in mind, the only thing coming into here is one singular solid, which is quite handy. So if I rotate it like so, and try and place it fairly close to here, it doesn't have to be that close. I do want you to be quite nicely tucked away like so. We've got one foundation right there, that's lovely. I think the way that I did this before was that I didn't actually show these logistics, but now I don't necessarily mind doing that. If we've got you going there, so you're pretty much as close to the edge as I can physically get on that side. You're the exact same, I'm pretty happy with that. Let's plop in one of you. Then what we're going to do is very quickly just hold you into that position. I'm going to try and fit one. Ooh. Can I nudge you a little bit further over here? Maybe by a 1. Although, wait, to be fair, no, you can fit in the middle here. No, you're completely fine then. Okay. So in that case, I want you to be sticking out here by 1. Just land here. There we go. That's pretty good. I think that is evenly spaced out. Now, the next thing I want to try and do is see how many of these packaged crude oil things I can actually unpackage from here, because I believe the numbers are slightly different. Yes, it's 60 rather than 30. That is actually a huge difference, believe it or not. So let's just copy all of our settings across like this. Because in reality, I don't actually think we're going to need many of these packages. Unlike when I was packaging it, I needed, I think it was 48 or something. It was a lot. But now I think it should be, hopefully, a lot less, which I'm actually looking rather forward to. 60. And per line, I think we have... Ooh. That's actually a very good question. How much packaged crude oil have we got coming in from here? I believe it's a fair amount, but nothing oh, whoops. But nothing drastic. Forgot about that. There we go. 675. Okay, so 675. That is 12 per row. I've currently got 10. I could probably do all of this just in what we currently have over here. Is that going to be a thing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's 600. So I need you to be overclocked by that much. Ooh, what are we saying now? So again, 600 minus 60. Let's go 540 plus 150. I could just do it in my head, but 690. That is 15 too much. We have to go 135. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 300 plus 360, 420, 540 plus 135. It's 167. Oh, 175. Wow. Deary me. So luckily, I'm only going to need 2 rows here, and you guys connect absolutely superbly. So that's fantastic. Regarding... Oh. Okay. Wait. I've only got a Mark II pipe. Obviously, Mark III pipes aren't a thing. The maximum I can carry here is 600 crude oil per minute. I've got 675. Which isn't going to work, is it? So, I'm obviously going to have to split you somewhere. If I split you... Here. What's that? What's that coming over the hill? No, 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 no. It's a song. 60, 120, 240. That's going to be a 480. You're going to be 270. And I believe you're going to be a 300. 6, 120. No, you're 600. Oh, I don't like that. In that case, what I'm going to do then is split you there as well. Combine you two together. And have you come down here. I don't see that being a drama at all. In fact, even better, if I rotate you like so. Yeah, I like that. Yo, FTFE has become a Knight of the Realm. Thank you very much, man. Welcome. Can we get some gigantic GGs in the chat for FTFE? I don't know why it doesn't pop up on screen, but when it says latest member, your name still appears there, luckily. You got the latest super chat and the latest membership as well. That is incredible support, man. I was actually watching one of your videos the other day, like one of the Flat Earth videos, and to be fair, it was actually quite funny. Like, some people are really committed with this whole Flat Earth thing. I didn't realize how serious some people took it. You know, for some people, it's serious stuff. But yeah, thank you so much, though, man. That is extremely kind. So what we're going to have here now is 3 pipe systems. 1, 2, 3. The third one over here has 120, 240, 480. So 2 of them have got 480s. Okay. You're doing great. Nice journey. I'm glad to hear that. I'm not doing too bad. I'm doing alright. Yeah. Bit of a long day today, mentally. It's good just to unwind right now. So you're 270 plus 120. I don't know why I'm getting my calculator out for that one. That's 390. I'm liking the maths here. I don't think that's too bad. 480, 390, 480. And that should equal 1,350. Brilliant. Okay, so our maths is indeed correct. I'm going to leave that there just for now. Just so that mentally I know what I'm doing. Absolute favorite small content creator. Generally love your work. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you so much, man. They're mental. They are. Yeah, they are, to be fair. They definitely are. If you connected that, you're already connected there. Lovely. Let's hook it up. Power-wise. Oh, I didn't do power, did I? Yeah, I remember I actually screwed up the power of this blueprint. And yet again, I'm having to pay the price for it. But to be fair, it takes 2 minutes to actually just fix, so it's not that bad. Do I do it after every single one? I think so, yes. It's not too bad. Your mum's wake. Ah, I'm sorry to hear that, man. She passed late last year at 4 AM tomorrow morning. I'm sorry to hear that, man. Am I doing this right? I am, aren't I? Honestly, sometimes I forget. My brain's in another dimension sometimes when I play this game. It really is. There we go. As long as I just hook these up correctly, which I think I've done, then make sure that I've got at least one connection over to there. Satisfactory on the drive down, so at least it should fly by. Yeah. Have you got it on the Steam Deck? I think it's out on Steam Deck. Well, it definitely is, yeah. Because whenever I do those videos talking about the patch notes, it always has something to do with the Steam Deck. That's probably a bit too far out, isn't it? Yeah, I would say a couple nudges in would be ideal. Let's go there. There we go. That's not too bad. I don't mind that. That's tolerable. I can tolerate the look of that. Now, regarding you actually can't come out by too far, otherwise you're going to interact with this. So let's very quickly do a quick test to make sure that you don't stick out. Fantastic. That was actually slightly concerning. But no, we're all good there. You play on Xbox, so you'll be using the cloud. Oh, that's a good idea. Completely forgot about Xbox. A bad habit of mine. Just, you know, growing up with a PlayStation. But I won't judge, you know, it's okay. You know what? I was actually friends with someone who had an Xbox, so... I'm only kidding. But yeah, Xboxes are fine. I never really got into them because I just played PlayStation. My parents got me a PlayStation when I was quite young. I'm not biased at all. No, not at all. No. Oh, wait. There's one thing I've actually got to add here of this blueprint. I didn't even think about. That's you guys. Okay, to be fair, this is actually quite simple. Let's bring you down to the same level as this. And do one more over here. Because what's this for again? For the inputs. Yeah, because that's outputs. So these are where our canisters, our empty canisters, are going to end up going. And these are where our actual packaged fuel. No, not packaged fuel. Packaged crude oil is going to come in. Yeah. November for live debates in Chicago, Cleveland, and Nashville, and Satisfactory kept your... Oh, I can imagine. I can imagine. Yeah, I mean, I think I would actually just go insane. Yep. Now, when it comes to you lots, I don't see a reason why you can't just come back down again. No, don't do that. Stop. Stop it. So, how am I going to do this? What's the easiest way to do this? Because you're going to be inputs. If I just paint you maybe, just temporarily. There we go. And then you're going to... Although, in theory, don't you have to go down the other side then? I think you do. You've both got to be down the other side. Surely. Because again, yeah, you do. Okay. And lucky that we saw that. That's the thing about Satisfactory. It's all about trying to solve the issues before the issues break you. I'm really good at selling this game, aren't I? I am honestly fantastic at selling this game. Oh, don't do that to me. Oh, that's annoying. Am I seriously going to get rid of this entire tower because of one thing? No. Because there might actually be a counter. Because you come over here, don't you? Like so. So in theory, you don't actually have to go down here. You can both go down somewhere over here instead. I'd actually prefer that, I think. Let's drag you out to there. Same thing here now with you. Drag you out to... No. There. With Rachel Wilson on feminism, she is against it, and I was defending it. That was crazier than flat earthers. That's interesting. That's very interesting. I suppose there's different kinds of feminism now, isn't there? There's the one that believes in equality, and then there's the one that believes that women should be completely dominant over men to reverse what men did to women. So I suppose it depends on that. I mean, yeah, everyone's got their say in it, I suppose. Okay, so you guys are you need to feed the machines. I swear that's a song. Doesn't matter. I'm pretty sure that is a song. Feed the machine. No. I'm losing it, I'd say. Okay, you... Oh, you absolute... I'm gonna go here, I think. Or there. No, there's actually pretty good, because you should probably line up with this. I say probably, I mean, you should. But hey, I don't know. You... Yeah, you are. Okay. That's better. So we have both of our inputs right there. Now our two outputs are going to come down this way. That sounds good to me. You lined up pretty good. You're lined up fairly tolerably. Which is nice. Except you're not straight. Why? Wow. Preparation prevents piss poor performance. Yeah. I was told the same thing as well. Definitely. It's true. It absolutely is true. Ah. Fine. That would do. Then you're going to come down to here. Do the exact same thing. I can tolerate that. I can tolerate it. Although, where do you actually turn? Do you not? Apparently, you just go straight into the very last moment. Oh, yeah, but because of that. Right, okay. That's annoying. How different is Satisfactory now from when it came out in early access? Only experienced it from 1.0 onwards. Lots of quality life stuff. Like, quality of life changes since 1.0 have been really good. So I feel like the game has become smoother, a more enjoyable experience. I suppose Mercer's Fizz and Summer Sleeps finally having an actual purpose is fantastic. Because we never had dimensional oh, wow. We never had dimensional depots. Summer Sleeps didn't do anything. We didn't have the particle... Is it the particle accelerator? Not the particle accelerator. The Summer Sleep machine. Whatever that one's called. But yeah, we didn't have any of that. So that has definitely been a welcomed change into the game. Absolutely. But the biggest thing, if I was to say it, would be quality of life. Yeah. Have to craft color painting stuff. Yeah, you did. So you'll get flower petals. And then with the flower petals, you could then craft color cartridges. And with the color cartridges, you can then start to make the, well, colors. And that's how you did that. I do prefer not having anything. It's easier. It's one less thing to have in your inventory is the way that I like to look at it. Makes your life slightly easier. You can maintain your height until you get to here. That's no dramas there. Come down to there and slot in like so. And for you, the reason why I didn't want to bring that down is because I also want to bring you up here. Have you go down to... Where do you line up? That's a lot further out than I thought. That's fine. Oh, so you're too far out. That's not quite ideal, is it? Like, before update 1.0, there was nothing wrong with the game, I'd say. It wasn't like 1.0 came out and then suddenly every single bug was fixed, or every single one of the 2 billion problems was solved, because there wasn't 2 billion problems, there was very, very few. And 1.0, it was like icing on the cake. The cake was really nice before, but the icing just made it even better. That's the best way I can describe it. So I think all of our solids there are completely fine now. All I want to try and do, I suppose, is test the system. I obviously want to try and sort out crude oil. That's not a massive concern. But let me just turn the power on. And let's see how things are going to go. Oh, okay, I can't select that one. I can select this one, though. Bring you into there. Or even better, just bring you straight down. Oh, look at that. Okay. I think we are unpackaging our crude oil. Fantastic. Then you lot are going straight down. And in theory, that should kind of be it for our solid parts of the project. So off you go. 675 coming in, 675 going out on each belt, which should hopefully instantly now connect all the way over here. Where are we even bringing it from? It was somewhere here, wasn't it? Yeah, there we go. It's a really far journey. It's a very, very far journey. But it's fantastic to know that this is indeed working. Because the good thing is, all of these empty canisters, yes, they're going to go all the way back to where they just were, which is a bit of a shame, but they are now slowly going to start to load up with more packaged crude oil. Now you guys are going to start to reach your limits, right? You should be at maximum capacity. Yes, you are. Fantastic. Okie dokies. The way that I'm going to be bringing this down... Oh, you're going to be a bit of a nightmare. Yeah, you are. Okay. Because obviously I can't bring you through that wall there. What I can maybe try to do is bring you through here. The cake is a lie. To be fair, if it was a cake, I would have devoured this game. Actually, to be fair, I have devoured this game. I love cake, right? I love it. I suppose that's the best way I can describe this game. It's a perfectly iced cake that you just want to devour. Oh dear. Anyway, so you're going to go there. Now, what I'm a little bit concerned about is that you are going to be too tight a turn to try and intertwine around here. Is that too high? That's perfect. Okay, new problem unlocked. You go straight through that machine. I believe that's as good as we're going to get it. Why? Oh, right. I've just realized this is all done for the output. Or input even. I need it done for the output. Okay. That's going to change things a little bit. But to be fair, all I've got to do is this, right? 1, 2. Get rid of this just temporarily for now. And I think that's the right level. Is it not? Let's see. Because when I designed this blueprint, I was doing it to actually package the crude oil, not to unpackage it. Hence why a few things are the wrong way around. There we go. So that's the height that I want there. Make sure that this continues all the way across. It's also just zone you. In fact, I might as well paint you in the Fix-It Foundation one, just so I know what to delete a little bit later on. It's a bit easier that way. Oh, welcome, Cowg. Hope that you're doing good. You finished the game with about 95% of all resources still available. You can't muster up the drive to go back in and build your rocket fuel plant. That's completely understandable. I mean, if you can finish the game without rocket fuel, then why not? I wish I could do that. I wish. Although saying that, I am currently 600 hours in, and the majority of my power is coming from coal. I've only got a few of my fuel generators up and running, hence why I'm now kind of rushing to get this done. I've held back long enough now on this project. Again, literally 4 months as it says in the pinned message. It's been a long time coming. And it's not like I've not wanted to do this, but we've had Fixmas, which I was quite excited about and wanted to make some progress on. And again, I wasn't here for 2 months because of university, so I did the best of what I had. Not making excuses, I'm just making excuses. Let's just go into colors very quickly and change you to carbon steel for our pipes, because carbon steel pipes for crude oil just looks class. I love it. And you don't connect. You are then just going to shoot off in that direction. And just go straight down after there. Regarding you lots, I think what I'm actually going to do here is this. I'm kind of rushing ahead here with this side, but I'd rather just get this side fully done first. There we go. You finished the game with 80 turbo fuel generators, 9 gigawatts of coal, and 480... Oh yeah, the alien power augmenters. That's what I was trying to remember the name of before. Those things are amazing. Hey, Manuel, welcome to the channel, and thank you very much for subscribing. I do greatly appreciate that. Every time I hear that sound, I'm like, what is that? What noise in Satisfactory is making that sound? And then I realized, oh yeah, I literally set that as my subscriber notification sound. Oh dear. Make sure all of these are connected. Okay, I do quite like that. Although, I'm no longer going to have the pipe going into that wall there. Instead, I'd rather it come out of here. Just so it's kind of in the middle. I know it's not exactly in the middle, but I don't want to have it there because, well, I can't physically place it down here. As you can see, we've got a bunch of decorations and stuff going on. So here's going to be good. I think what we're going to end up doing is bringing you along to there, raising you slightly, then just yeeting you down, essentially. Yeeting you down is the correct terminology there. Not bringing it down, no, yeeting it down. I like that. Then just temporarily you can go to there. It might have to change a little bit later, because I have got a few of these pipes that are going to be on this level. But as of right now, though, I believe everything underneath here is done. And don't worry too much, by the way, about the decoration here on the walls. Off camera, I have been doing a little bit of decoration. I haven't really been doing it much on camera because it's slightly boring. But I'll give you a very quick idea or a glimpse into what I'm actually doing. And regarding the exterior, I will be doing that on camera because that's a massive job. And I think it'll be fun just to see the work done. But the way that I'm planning this is having some glass along here with a couple of doors around the outside, which gives you a bit of a better view here into the actual logistics. I think it looks quite nice, and it's the design that I want to try and go with. Fairly basic. Of course, again, regarding this, we are going to be painting all of this in concrete. But the reason why I've got it set to the Fix-It foundations as of right now is because it's far easier when I'm placing down blueprints to try and spot where one foundation ends and another one begins. It literally sticks out like a sore thumb. Whereas with concrete, I can't see it from this angle at all. Here, obviously I can, but when I'm, let's say, up here, it's suddenly a bit more difficult for me to try and see where exactly I need to try and bring my blueprints to. So that's the reason as to why I'm doing that. So don't worry, I'm not keeping the regular fix-it foundations here because, quite frankly, I know some people like them. I don't. You'll only ever see me place them down normally if I'm, again, planning something like what I just showed over there, or if I plan to remove them, or very early game when I haven't got concrete or asphalt or coated concrete. That's basically it. Am I using nitro? Yes, I am. I am using, if I just show you very quickly, over here. This is the recipe that I've gone with. So it's literally just fuel, which is crude oil and water. That's basically it. Just turn it into heavy oil residue. Then nitrogen gas, which is a raw resource. Coal, which is a raw resource. And sulfur, which is a raw resource. So it's literally 3 raw resources plus fuel, which is, I mean, it's pretty simple to make. And there you go, you've got rocket fuel. I think it's such an unbelievably simple recipe, because before what I did with my last season was that I believe it was the basic recipe, and I don't recommend it, because I spent so long making it. I believe I had to get nitric acid. There might have been sulfuric acid in there as well. I didn't really enjoy the process that much, whereas the process to make this, I'm actually loving it. Like, I'm actually really enjoying it. And as you can see, to make, what is it, 6,000 rocket fuel, this is all I need for my heavy oil residue and my fuel. That is literally it. Granted, I have got some overclocking going on just to make it fit in nice and easily to certain parts. But yeah, it's ideal, I would say. Especially if you are new to rocket fuel or if you're new to the game. I would recommend this alternate recipe. It's just good. I'm going to be honest, it's just good. You might end up consuming a few more resources. I made a video talking about rocket fuel, which one's the best, so watch that in case you want to get a bit more information about it. But if you are a new player, I would suggest going with this, because again, look at my logistics underneath here. It's literally just 3 rows of pipes. Fuel, heavy oil residue, water. I do color code them. You don't have to. But if everything was painted black, I wouldn't know what goes where. To be quite frank. But I can clearly identify what goes where now. So I would recommend painting pipes, especially if you're dealing with a lot of logistics. I'll very quickly show you over here now as well, where I'm dealing with both solids and liquids, and as you're about to see, it's not that neat. It's as neat as I could have physically gotten it, but because we're dealing with so much, it ends up looking like this. We're dealing with crude oil, heavy oil residue, and polymer resin. And again, it doesn't look organized, but I know where everything goes. But color coding it makes so much sense. If everything here was painted black, and if you said to me, what does this pipe do? I wouldn't be able to tell you. I wouldn't have a clue. So, I would recommend color coding. I am actually planning, planning is the key word to this sentence, on making a tips and tricks video, roughly titled something like 50 tips and tricks for Satisfactory players or new Satisfactory players, where I literally go over everything, how to make logistical things easier, like how to paint pipes and do I recommend all that sort of stuff, how to half nudge, how to nudge, easy settings, how to flick between your hotbars, for example, because a lot of players don't know this, so that's probably a video I'm going to end up making. In fact, it's a video I definitely do want to try and make. And the plan is, because I can't record any videos for the next couple of months, I'm going to write the script for the video, get all the footage, come back home sometime in February, do a voiceover, and that's kind of it. Then hopefully that video should come out in March sort of time. Fingers crossed if everything goes well. Oh yeah, you're wrong actually, aren't you? Yeah, you're wrong. Whoops. Okay, let's then get rid of that, get rid of this, and select this here as well. The concept for this was correct, but again, it was just the wrong way. It was correct for what I needed at the time. There we go. Don't worry, I didn't forget about that. Heavy oil residue alternates, diluted oil and nitro. I believe so, yes. Yeah. The alternate recipe chain is amazing, which is why you do want to build a rocket fuel plant eventually. It's quite simple to do. I would actually recommend doing it here in the Blue Crater Lake, because you got coal directly here and down there. You have tons of crude oil over there. You've got nitrogen gas in this corner, and you've got a couple sulfur nodes over here. So you have everything that you need to make sulfur, and of course water. You have everything that you need to make the rocket fuel just here. I don't think there's anything else that you need. No. So definitely do choose, well, you don't have to, but you can do it down there. The reason why I'm not doing it down there is because I've already been down here for my last couple of seasons, and I quite frankly can't stomach building another blinking fuel power plant in this area. It's going to drive me insane, but it's a pretty good place to do it. I've just done it quite a lot. Welcome again, Spunkius. I smile every time I say your name. Hope that you're doing well. I don't know why, your name sounds like some sort of Roman emperor. Caesar Spunkius. It's got a ring to it. For all the wrong reasons, but it's got a ring to it. Right, now I want you to connect to that. You to go straight into there. Same thing there with you. You will then be connecting directly with these lot as well. So what the heck is that? That's disgusting. Okay, I want you to go directly to the middle. I like that. Try and bring it to the right elevation. That's perfect. Except, ooh. Okay, I know how to do this. Yep. So if I was to do that... No, this will probably work a little bit better, if anything. So in that case, you to there. Grab this. Yeah, I prefer that. So you guys are all now, which is the 390? 390. You guys are all coming straight down to here. Exactly in place as before. No dramas there. Cover that up. Cover up our crimes. And our crude oil is all going to be going over to this second quarter. Although, having said that, I've still got tons of room over here. I could, maybe, not today, do our plastic and rubber here. Because also in this factory, I am planning to make plastic and rubber. But I want to try and get this done first, because there's no point spending all my power and resources on this when I'm kind of limited to power right now. You finally got to phase 4. Nice, man. That's some good progress since yesterday, because I think you were just saying that you got to phase 3 yesterday. So that's some very good progress. Good luck with the build time to get back to work. Thank you very much. I do greatly appreciate your support as well. Thank you very much. And yes, I will try and hopefully get this done. Not completed, but get a good bit done today. So the very first thing that I want to try and figure out regarding this is... how many refineries do I need? That's the first question, the smart question. I also need to make a bunch of fuel for this as well. Wait, how much fuel do I need for this? What the heck? 1,050, 1,250. Sure. Ooh, 1,250, 1,300. 1,700 fuel per minute. And each one of you can handle, what is it, 100? 100. So I need 17 of you. 3, 6, 12. Damn. Okay then, well, I suppose... that's going to be quite annoying then. Because if I try and fit in all those blenders here to make the fuel, what we're going to end up doing is turning all of our crude oil into rubber, which will be happening somewhere, let's say, over here, bringing that all the way back down there, then bringing this all the way back down that direction. Then make our plastic, which isn't really worth it. I think it's better just to make all of that in the same area. But what I could certainly do is try and make the rubber here, like this first part, should I say. Let's try and figure out how much rubber and plastic I need. This might not seem relevant for today's project, but trying to figure out what I'm doing with this empty space is most certainly relevant. then I could know whether or not to start the rocket fuel production here or not. Okay, you need 75 rubber. 375. No, that's fine. 275. 325. 1,325 rubber. 1,325. And then with our plastic, we need 375. I think that's literally it for our plastic. No, stop. Oh, I was offline apparently. Sure. 375. Now let's very quickly plop down one of our refineries, where I'm hoping we have already got these blueprints unlocked. Brilliant. You're the first one, I believe. Yes. Plastic? Ew. 37.5. Which means I need 19 refineries. Is that a lot? How many have I got over here? That's 4 per row. That's 8 per row. 8, 16. That's 3 rows of refineries for you. 1, 2, 3. That's about half the room just for plastic. Okay, this is going to require a lot more than I thought. Oh dear. Oh dearie me. Then for rubber we need 1,325. So times this by 100. That's 67 refineries. What the heck? I thought this would be a small project. Well, I was clearly chatting bollocks. Because regarding crude oil, that means I need thousands. That is correct. I'm trying so desperately to be wrong right now. You guys don't even understand. But no, okay. So this space here, I think I'm honestly just going to start making rocket fuel in this space. Because there's no point in us making rubber here, because there's still tons of random room left over, so there's no point in doing that. And there's no point us making plastic either. Sorry, there's no point making us making plastic because there's tons of room. And there's no point making rubber because we haven't got anywhere near enough room. And there's no point having our fuel stuff here either, because there's no point in going from one side of the map to the other. That's just stupid, in my opinion. So it's better just to stick this in one quarter and then just have it done that way. That makes more sense to me. You might buy the game on Steam so you can mod it. You can mod it on Epic Games as well. I've got mods on Epic. If that's what you have it on. I don't know if you have it on console. You can't mod the game on console, as far as what I'm aware. Do you correct me if I'm wrong on that one, chat, but I'm pretty sure you can't. Are you not connected yet? No. So what we're going to do very quickly then is get our final row of crude oil connected. This is going to be 3 pipes in total. Bringing you lot around here somewhere. I need you there, don't I? In that case, I'll bring you here. I think I'll like that. Maybe one further. Spoil ourselves a little bit, shall we? Treat myself a little bit. Oh dear. This is my version of treating myself. Building out an extra crude oil line. Really is Christmas, isn't it? A bit past Christmas now, in all fairness. You are going to go horizontal to vertical. That's pretty straight. We'll chuck it down there. So we've got one pipe over here. Except I'll probably end up looping you around a little bit. Because again, that's where it's going to end up being. I'm unaware of how much crude oil I'm going to be consuming for this stage of the rocket fuel factory. Although it's always nice to be a little bit... What the heck did I just do? Always nice to be a little bit prepared. And you again are just going to end up looping around here, I would say. The straight mode enabled. Which isn't straight, again. I love when my straight mode just isn't straight. Nothing wrong with that. It's 2026. That's... I'd also appreciate if straight mode was just nice and straight there for the pipes. Should I add you into a blender? Not a blender, a fluid buffer. Yes, I should. What the hell just exploded? Why was there an explosion on my screen? Oh, was that the Nobelisks? Where is it? No? Wait, then what the hell actually exploded then? There was like a mini explosion on my screen. Am I losing the plot? Oh, maybe it was the... Oh. Wait. Maybe it was when I connected to this power grid. Okay. Right. That's just brilliant. I don't even know what that was, but it was something apparently. You can get covered up, why not? Just like so. Then you can come up to around about here for now. Where I'm then going to need some stairs. That's all gone, that's all connected. Now let's get rid of this, because again, I don't really want this here. It must have been a creeper. I don't know what else it could have been. Because I thought what it was that Nobelisk thing coming down from the stars themselves and blessing me with a bomb. But no. No, it wasn't. Anyway, you guys are all connected. You'll be going down to there. The next thing I want to try and figure out is how many blenders I can fit into here. And how much crude oil do I need? So, for example, do I need all 3 pipes shooting off in this direction? Maybe just 1, maybe 2, maybe 1.5, which is most likely going to be the case. You know what? Let's do this properly. What I'm going to do is shut down my blueprint designer right there. Then I'm going to add in our blender here. And I'm very quickly going to try and figure out how on earth I'm going to try and make this look somewhat presentable. Which I've got a feeling I might actually struggle with. Which is actually quite good fun. I like struggling with stuff in this game. Don't ask why. Because I don't know, but it's really nice overcoming a challenge. That's what it is. That's not the right one. Wait. That's not the right recipe. Then how do I make the... It's not the manufacturer. It can't be the manufacturer. No, it can't be. Oh, I haven't got the alternates. That is right. I did get the alternates, but I wanted to show you guys. Oh, okay. Because I was... Okay. Before I started my stream today, I literally unlocked the alternate recipe in the mem. So, just in that second there, I was wondering what was happening. No, there we go. So, obviously at the end of our last stream yesterday, I was saying that I didn't have the recipe unlocked, and that I was going to try and unlock it in the mem. Literally within the very first thing, we unlocked it straight away. Which is brilliant. So let's select that. And nitro rocket fuel. Brilliant. Each one of these make 150 rocket fuel per minute. 150. So in theory, I can have 4 of these on one pipe, but I really don't want to. I could do 3 per pipe. But then if I'm doing rows of 4, that makes no sense. Unless I get 2 pipes of 450. That won't work. No. No. So each one of you requires 100 fuel per minute. Okay. 75 nitrogen gas, it's fine. What about crude oil? Do I not need crude oil for this? No, I don't. So our crude oil is going to be going straight to make our plastic and rubber. So I don't actually need you for this process. Right, that's fine then. What I do need is my fuel. Nitrogen gas, sulfur, and coal. Okay. Let's figure out how we're going to do this. Firstly, let's grab our logistics. Let's grab the pipe. Mark II, of course. Making sure that we have got horizontal to vertical selected. It just looks the nicest, even though this one's kind of bugged. But it is what it is. Well, I don't know if it's bugged, it just looks like it is. It's constantly bent. There we go. And because you're... Ooh, how has you got a colour for this, have we? No. So because we haven't got a colour for it, what I could try and do is get the rocket fueled one. And just stick with that, I suppose. I don't mind the way that looks. Because rocket fuel is a mix between like a yellow, orange, and red. And I think this looks quite nice. I like to call it the Cheeto colour. Because it's not quite red, it's not really orange. It's definitely not yellow, but it has a mix of all three of them. Plot twist, we're actually making Cheeto dust. I've only ever had Cheetos, I think, twice in my life. And it was okay. And the only liquid going into here, it's not even a liquid, it's a gas. And that's nitrogen gas. That's pretty good, if I'm honest. Try and get our pipe in. And change you, just be white. Same on this side here now as well. That's fantastic. And regarding our power, we're going to do the exact same thing. Have power going underneath there. That's no dramas. We're instantly... Although... I think what I'm actually going to do here is this. That. Then have our nitrogen gas come up all the way to there, I'd say. We could probably go in by one. Yeah. We'll treat ourselves a little bit. I think we can treat ourselves. A red wine, it is, yeah. Like a very red wine. So you're gonna go into there, into here. You lot, are you even lined up? No, you're not. Well done. You look pretty lined up there, is what I would say if I was wrong. Good save. I don't mind that. The reason why it's quite close together is because we're still dealing with two more inputs. I want to try and space things out a little bit if I can. I don't mind that. My brain cells can tolerate the image in which I'm currently looking at. What it might not be able to tolerate, though, is this next part. You have been warned. What you're about to witness may be a war crime, but it is what it is. Chuck you there, chuck you here now as well. 1, 2. I want to try and bring you out here a little bit, I think. Is there an easy way for me to do that? If I was to grab this... You're almost correct. There we go. Brilliant. I tried this hex code for the pipes. It's nice wine color. What is that? 80,000. Okay. Oh. It says that I can't get it. don't know. I mean, this color should be fine for now. I can always use red for something else. I don't know what, but we'll see. So you are both going to come out to here. Then preferably, can I add a merger straight onto this? Let's see. No, you actually need a splitter, don't you? One from there, one from here. It was 880000. Ooh. Go shiny, why not? Oh no. Did the bug just happen? Okay, I think I got the bug where it randomly painted a bunch of things. But luckily you can't really see it. Ooh. Like that. Yeah, I suppose we can stick with this, why not? Paint it all red. We're doing the opposite of the song. I see a black pipe and I want it painted red. Oh well. I do like that though. You lot are now connecting over there. Fantastic, well done, congratulations. The next thing that I now want to try and do is bring you lot down 1, 2, 3. No, 2 make more sense. 1, 2. 1, 2. And then straight away, I'm just adding this in. Well, I mean, this works. Everything right now is connected in a manner in which it's going to work. But what I'm more concerned about, and I shouldn't probably be too concerned about this, but I am, is the fact that it just doesn't look nice. Maybe I'd appreciate if you didn't jut out. Instead, what if you just were directly on top of this, like so? It would then reduce the footprint of this particular blueprint. And you'll end up like this. Obviously, it won't be lined up. And you cut through there. I don't mind these pipes. I think these pipes are fine. Although in fairness, I think what I'll do is actually, not right now, I'll do it in the blueprints, is move that pipe to here to make these two pipeline junctions line up with each other, rather than look slightly off. I think that'll look fine. 2D logistics are so much easier than 3D? I think so. Because I feel like with 3D, I overcomplicate it. If I was looking at it from just this angle, firstly, I wouldn't have done that design. But I feel like it's so much easier. But now, I'm able just to get a 360 view. See, maybe I should just play Factorio. I've never played Factorio, but I know that it's 2D, isn't it? Because the thing is then, if I want to add things onto these particular conveyor belts, I can just so simply bring it down like that. This, to me, makes more sense, but I feel like maybe you should be down by 2 more. Should we try that? Let's just try that. This design's fine. I've got nothing against this design. It's just whether or not I can make it look better. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2. That's 6, basically. Like that. Need to play Factorio? I think so. There's actually another factory game that I want to try and make a video about. I'm going to keep it a little bit of a secret for now. But I got a code for it and I checked it out. It looks really good. Do I like that? I don't hate it. Like, I don't hate it. It works. Does the job. And the good news is, I've still got the 4-meter clearance off the ground there. So that's completely fine. I think I'm going to end up going with this idea. I think so. So again, how far off the ground am I going to try and build this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So we should be placing this on the 14th one above the ground, in theory. There. And before I add all my logistics, I do want to confirm that we are building this on the correct level, rather than doing everything then realizing, oh, I've messed it up. Subscribe. Blueprints. That seems pretty solid to me. I don't see any dramas there. You're on the right level. Inputs, outputs, great. Okay. That's the first step done, everybody. That's the first step done. We're one step closer to success. If you could even call it that. I don't know, honestly. I'll then do our usual strat of building everything out. And getting rid of what I don't need. We're going to do inputs on the other side. Actually, no, we do inputs this side. Yeah. We'll go up to here. Does that seem good? I would say one further. I would. And you're a cat. Oh, congratulations. That sounded so sarcastic. I'm sorry. I have a tendency to be rather sarcastic. So, cat sick. Do you get it? Because you said that you were a cat. So, yeah. How far down even is that? Is that 4 clicks? 1, 2. 1, 2. Yeah, okay. So it's click down by 2. I don't think it really matters in what order I do this in. 1, 2. As in, like, I don't mind where the call or where the solver comes in from. Like, it doesn't matter. I will paint the conveyor belt, so that's actually an interesting strat. I'm thinking, though. Does it matter? I'm trying to think, like, can there be a reason as to why it would matter what I have going into where? I don't think so, because it's a solid. They're both coming in from the very bottom of the logistics floor. None's currently positioned above each other. I can do that all by myself. I know, I'm a big boy now. 1, 2, 1, 2. Just to confirm, you can then come... What? Buildables and a designer can't be connected to world buildables. Are you having a giraffe? Thank you. Honestly. Perfect. I'm going to go with sulfur, coal, and cool. My Christmas present summed up. No, to be fair, this Christmas I got nice. Lots of chocolate. And the funny thing is, coincidentally, the year that I got the most chocolates, it's also, so far this entire year, which is, we're only 8 days into it, I haven't had a single bit of chocolate. Which, for most people, means nothing. What you guys don't understand is that I eat a lot of chocolate. I would get through at least a bar of chocolate a night. Or like a handful of chocolate. Every single night I would just hammer home handfuls of chocolates. In university I was worse. I was so much worse. Because the problem is here, I'm currently in my shed. This office that I'm in is in the garden. So I've got to walk inside to the kitchen. Most likely interact with a member of my household. And then pick something from the cupboard, then most likely have a lecture about me not supposed to be eating the chocolates because it's going to make me fat or whatever. I just can't be asked. But in uni, the drawer directly next to where my computer is essentially a drawer of just crisps, chocolates, and sweets. All I've got to do is open up the drawer, and there you go. I've got heaven. I'm literally in heaven when I open up that drawer. So it's far easier to get fat. But now when I go back, I'm not repeating that. I'm trying to stay good. I swear you weren't black 3 seconds ago. Did I not paint you yellow? Have I lost it? Have I officially lost the plot? No, I swear I painted that yet. Doesn't matter. If I think about it, I'm going to become depressed. So let's not think about it. Sometimes less knowledge is better. Rarely, but sometimes it is. Like, for example, whenever I watch a medical drama, like Casualty, for example, or Holby City, whatever, I think it looks pretty realistic. But I'm sure if there was a nurse or a doctor that was to watch it, they'd be like, what on earth are they doing? No, you wouldn't do that. No, you wouldn't talk to that person. Why are you doing that? No, that's stupid. No, you can't do that. You can't do this. I'm clueless. And for that example, less knowledge makes me enjoy the show a bit more. That's what it is, isn't it? It's a show. Although, to be fair, my favourite show at the minute is probably the news. I mean, it's like Black Mirror, but not. Talk about a disturbing show. Okay, then paint you in our new colour. Oh, that is lovely. Chuck you there as well. You watch medical dramas for the drama. I watch them for the plot, absolutely. And the funny thing is, I actually really dislike blood. Which is kind of funny because of the job that I do. But no, I really don't like blood at all. And even when I know it's fake, I still look away. I'm 23. And I still look away when I see fake blood. I don't know why, it's something I just cannot handle. But then saying that though, when I'm at the doctor's doing blood tests or whatever, I will physically look at the blood coming out of my body because I actually find that better than feeling pain and not knowing what's causing it. If I see, okay, there's currently a needle stuck inside my arm, I actually don't mind that. Because I know what's causing it. Should I go see like a psychologist, chap? I hate blood, but when it happens to me, I'm completely fine. But no, yeah. Oh, that's quite a nice red colour. That's a quite strong colour. I was going to paint all of these as well. I don't think I got round to doing it. Oh no, I did. I painted you. It's very slight. I can see it. And regarding you, I think what I'm actually going to try and do, I just remember this colour here for a sec. What are you making? You're making fuel, aren't you? So you should actually be orange. Like a light orange. Now, for example, here, you can see the hints, but it's not overwhelming. I quite like that. Good. Okay. Same thing over here. Organic trash. It's heavily... Yeah. Everyone has that one thing that they just truly despise. Everyone. Whether you know it or not. But everyone definitely does. I don't know what I despise. The thing is, I've been brought up to hate nothing. Which is fine, but... it's also weird at the same time. Like, what do I actually hate? I mean, hate's a strong word. What do I want extinct? Nothing really. As of right now, at least. We'll see. No, I just can't be asked to hate. It's too difficult. I haven't got enough energy for that. Chuck you into there, then do that. Okay, so the power is quite simple to hook up there. I believe we are now done with this blueprint. There's not really much else I want to try and add. Everything seems fine. The only thing that's going to be quite concerning for me is the actual logistics themselves. Oh, speaking of power shards. How am I going to try and shard this? Because preferably I can have 4 per row. 4 blenders per row. Fuel, I believe I'm carrying 500 fuel per pipe. So that's already 400 per row. So if I was to overclock this by that, then do the same thing with the other blueprint, that would then be 500. Nitrogen gas. What are you going to be? 75. That's quite a weird number. 112.5 times by 2 is 225 plus 150. 225, 150, 375. 375 nitrogen gas per row. And I'm carrying 350. Sorry, I can't physically do that. Because is it 350 or is it 450? Regardless, the number isn't going to be very good. I will quickly double check. I think I might have to base this entire thing purely around our nitrogen gas. Because 75 is quite annoying. Luckily, coal is only 50, so that shouldn't be too bad. Mosquito, yeah. I'm sure they're important to the environment, but every insect's important to the environment. Okay, it's 450 except you're 150. Right. We have also got a bunch more nitrogen gas and other resources coming from over there. Welcome, Rebel Duster. Good morning. Guten Morgen. Hope that you're doing well. 450 divided by 75. Oh, okay. That was annoying. Right. You fit exactly into 6. Okay. Alright. You fit exactly into 5. You fit exactly into 6. Sulfur, it depends on what I've got. But I think you fit directly into 6. Coal, you can fit into, like, what? 16? That's pretty good. Maybe not 16, but 10 as a minimum, right? 10. Because if most of our lines are carrying 600 to 12, then you can go into 12. You can go into 6. You can go into 6. You can go into 5. So what I'm understanding here is I should probably have 6 blenders, preferably in a row. If I could somehow maybe rotate the blenders, so rather than facing this way, you guys actually rotate this way. What I could then try to have, as I'm just experimenting here, I'm just guessing, but hopefully guessing correctly, as that would help my case. Chuck that there for now. We can go 3, 3, 3. Potential gap. Oh, beautiful. Then 3, 3, 3. Gap. And then we've got you lot. This can be used for fluid buffers. Fluid buffers. Yeah, I like that. I can tolerate that. That's tolerable. And how much fuel have I got coming out of U6? That's probably quite a lot, actually, isn't it? That's 450 for that, 450 for that. I'm interested in pursuing this idea, and I wish to investigate further on its potential. I don't hate it. So what I'm going to do here then is save this blueprint. What did I name my other ones? I'm going to try and go along a very similar line here. So this would be blender rocket fuel times 2 001. Blender rocket fuel. There's 2 of them, and it's the first variant. Let's whip open the blender. Color-wise, I remember what we chose from last time. It was the Fix-It secondary. I think I can just honestly get rid of you. And I'm surprised I haven't shown you guys this yet. I was looking off camera at my my dismantle crates. I've got a few things in here. What can I say? And look at my inventory as well. Oh, mamma mia. Here I go again. Why? Sorry. Honestly, I think I've got ticks. Oh, great. Don't open up Word, please. Thank you. Should we just start my, or continue my Roman document? Should we do that? Shall we do my Roman assignment on stream? I think for your sake, no. Unless you're really obsessed with Roman stuff. But even still, I don't think I can share my university stuff, can I? I don't know. I might break the law and share it. Ooh, no, I'm scared of the law. Fungi and other bugs do have to, but their saliva at least is what you have. Ah, never knew about that. Oh wait, because I'm doing you in groups of 3. It makes sense to do it in 2-2-2 rather than 3-3, because I've just designed it in the blueprint designer as 2-2-2. So let's see. Let's see what's happening here. Holy moly. Oh yeah, I've got the foundation in place, don't I? So you've actually all got to go. After all that. Everything here can just go. The progress today has already been decent. If we can actually make rocket fuel today, that would be insane. Like, we're not going to finish this today. Tomorrow is my last stream for a couple months. So hopefully we can try and get some progress done for then. Yeah. Any progress to me is good progress. Speaking of... What does... see, I don't understand Gen Z, or Gen Z slang. What does Pookie mean? Isn't that a cookie brownie? Pookie, I don't know. I've been called Pookie. Should I be concerned? Literally, I do not understand anything from Gen Alpha. I mean, they're basically like making up their own version of English. Even like Gen Z, I don't understand it. And of course, you've got the whole London slang as well. If I go to London, I don't know what language they're speaking. Just... I don't understand. Is a compliment. Ah, okay. I thought I had to declare war on an individual, but it's fine. No wars being declared today. Blueprints. Now, I want to try and make sure that I do something like this. Logistically, I think this is actually a bit better. You can barely read. I think so. Do I like the way that this is close together? And does it get in the way of anything? Well, you don't get in the way of anything. You are close together. I don't mind that. The other option I have got is to place it so that we have input, inputs, output, outputs. So, because right now it's inputs, outputs, inputs, outputs. I might do a quick rotation to see if that's going to work. Welcome, Ogie the Tiger. Hope that you're doing good, man. How far are you in the rocket fuel process? Well, we are about to start making it right now. I've still got to bring all the resources here, but I've got them in my factory area. We've got a bunch of resources coming in from there, and a bunch of resources coming in from there, and our fuel is being made right here. So everything's here. It's just bringing it to this precise location, I'm then just making it. You thought it was gender? It probably is. I don't know. I literally do not know. I probably should. I'm not quite... Actually, I was going to say I'm not quite unk status yet, but I literally am an uncle. You 5 children. So I am. I'm old. I should sort out my pension. In fact, I think I already have. Well, no, I've written my will. I haven't sorted out my pension. I've already had to do my will. It's a... Yay. Oh, well. Join the army, they said. I think you're fine there. I shouldn't see an overlap, but it might... let's just pop it down. Yeah, welcome, Ogie. Good to have you here, man. Partner. You're close together. I don't know if I like that. Because the thing is now, if I want to try and connect this row to that row, are you going to connect with any dramas? No, wait, what? Okay. I like that. I like that a lot. I really do like that. Let's stick with it. There is no millennial under 30 now. Oof. Yeah, I think all my siblings, other than I think 2, are in their 30s now. So whenever I go visit them, I'm now the youngest. I've spent my entire life always being the youngest person everywhere. And now that I'm in uni, I joined a bit late because of just life stuff. Now I'm one of the oldest. So I've gone from being called, like, not called the youngest, but always being picked on for being the youngest, to now being called Unk in the space of a few years. Life catches up to you. It really does. Also, I don't know if I like this setup, because I'm going to have to move you slightly over there to the left, so that I've got a nice path going down the middle. Because the path is going to be here, roughly. Just trying to zone that out now, in fact. This won't be the final design. I've already got a design in mind for the path. In fact, I can show you very quickly. It's over here. I think this looks far nicer. So we have our concrete being... Actually, technically our concrete's on the right level, but then the coated concrete there in the middle is half nudged down. But it gives it quite a nice pathway sort of feel. So I want to try and continue that sort of design, preferably across here, because it's wide enough to do. We've got tons of room. So I'll probably do something very similar to it. The builds look clean. Thank you very much. I'm trying to make it look clean, whilst not looking too clean. Trying to find that nice little balance. But yeah, I think you're going to go there. I keep talking too much, man. Sorry. You're going to go there. Then you're going to go here. Like so. Now it's just a question of, do I want to have both my outputs or both my inputs next to each other? Because if I do this, both my inputs there and here are actually quite far from each other. Which maybe is a good thing. Maybe it should have its own little space. I'm fine with this. I think this is what I'm going to go with. I'm then going to lower you down slightly. That you're on the same level as this. How far away are you? You're 1, 2, 3. You're 3 nudges off that side. 1, 2, 3 nudges off that side. I think we've actually spaced this out perfectly. I'm really happy with that. You're good there. You've got an okay amount of room that side. I don't want to move you any closer over here if I want to try and continue my design from earlier. And here you guys are, again, just about tucked away in quite nicely. So let's just continue doing this. And to be fair, we should be able to fit in a surprising amount of blenders here. I was quite concerned that I maybe wouldn't be able to get enough in here. But having a quick look at this, we should be able to get in at least, what, 20? 2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate? So 24 in total. That's not bad going out of like, what, 40, 50? Almost halfway. See, I can do quick maths. Your builds are pure spaghetti. To be fair, I sometimes use spaghetti builds as well, especially early game. And there's nothing wrong with it. Sometimes you'll watch someone like maybe myself or Construction, who's really good at the game. Like, Construction makes some of the best builds in Satisfactory, hands down. Fantastic content creator. And you'll think, I can't build like that. Why do my builds look so messy and their builds look quite neat and well organized? My best advice, don't worry about it. Wow, that was unfortunate. Literally, play the game to whatever speed and playstyle you want. Because look at someone like Let's Game It Out. And then look at someone like, well, I'll use myself as the example since you're watching the content. So, like, logistically, I would say it's slightly different to the way Let's Game It Out plays. At least I would hope so. I would pray to the gods, I hope so, that it's a bit different. But at the same time, both our playstyles, despite being complete opposites, still work. We both come to the same conclusions. We both make the same factories and the same, well, different styles, different ways, same conclusions. It's like trying to bake a cake. Both me and Josh bake the same cake, but we've got different recipes to bake it. With the same ingredients, just different ways of baking the cake. Think about it like that. Again, that's my second cake reference of the stream chat. Can you tell I'm a bit down bad because I haven't had chocolate for a while? I need sugar. Give me sugar. No, I should be alright. To be fair, I've had my daily dose of sugar today. Actually, what did I have for lunch? I had food for lunch. I just don't know what. I know, crazy stuff. Someone send that into the BBC. That would be headline news. Actually, I completely forgot what I had for lunch today. I know that last night I had a pinch of honey cereal, whatever it's called, which is really nice. Also, I think I was talking about this recently. I love how everything's gone from being sugared flavored or powdered sugar flavored to now being honey. Because honey sounds so healthy. Oh, eat honey, it's really good for you. But if you look at what honey is, it's mostly sugar. And I've got a feeling that the honey they use isn't actual proper honey. It's probably just a heavily sugared BS. Does it taste nice? Oh, you bet it does, but yeah. Okay, so all of our power connected here. Just doing one final check. That looks pretty good to me. And again, I will very quickly just connect you with this and then you with that. And this should be our final row then. And all the machines above us should... Wait, are you already connected? Did I do that? I must have blanked out when I did it. Everything should be yellow then. Yeah, natural honey is good for you. Yeah. I think a lot of things are good for you in moderation. Absolutely. Even dark chocolate has benefits. Everything has benefits. To an extent. Okay. Regarding you lots. Oh, this is going to be a bit tough actually. Well, I say it's going to be tough. I'm going to have to remove you. Because this right here is connecting all three of these rocket fuel pipes. I then want to bring you straight down. And... Ooh. Which direction are you going to jut in? There. I think it would make sense if you were to go this way. Let's see. Except up by 2. This way you could then clear whatever shenanigans I've got in front of me. That... What even is this? I know what that is, that's fine. There's going to be a wall here anyway, so... Same with this, I would say. The wall for here, though... You won't go there. You'll go a bit further back. Here. Nope. Here. Let's try and get a rough wall in here. Yeah, the plan's going to be... The rocket fuel is all going to go in... that direction. It has to go that way. The reason why it has to go that way is because that's where our fluid buffers are going to be. So I'm wondering, is there a way that I can somehow intertwine you with one of these? So connect you to here and disconnect that. I've now got these two pipes that have to continue in this direction. Is there going to be a good gap in between here? I would say no. I don't want to bring you all the way down because I have to bring you all the way back up again. So is there going to be a way where I can just do this? 1, 2. And then bring you along a little bit. Bring you down here as well. I pressed the wrong button. I'm so talented at this game. Honestly, subscribe. Please don't. We can do that. I should probably sort out the inputs before the outputs, but it's nice just for me to get a rough understanding of how this is going to work. Because you are now both going to be directly underneath this, which I don't see a problem with. You're then going to connect straight into that. And you're going to go into there. 3, 3, 3, 3, 450 each. That's a lot of rocket fuel. How much I'm making though, so that's good. I'll be concerned if it wasn't a lot of rocket fuel. I'll probably get away with bringing you guys in line with this, can't I? I know it's slightly finicky. I know. Stay with it. Bring you to there. Bring you to here. I don't mind this. It's a lot, but it's a lot of things I need, so it's okay. Then, regarding our nitrogen gas, luckily you just have to continue in a straight line, and that's basically it. Wait. What about the fuel? I haven't hooked up the fuel, have I? No, okay. Well, I mean, that's most unfortunate. Now that I've got everything placed, it's fine. What I can do, to be honest, is remove this and then keep them there, I suppose. And try and sort out our fuel that way. Yep. Well done, me. Can we get some round of applauses in the chat for me who forgot to put fuel in our rocket fuel recipe? Oh, dearie me. Unbelievable. What an amateur. A straight up amateur. Now, where am I even going to squeeze this? Oh. I am dying on the inside, luckily. Not the outside, don't worry. You need to be below here. I think you'll look really snug in there. I forgot about the rockets as well. Oh, you know what? Let's just end the stream here. Call it GG's. That's it. Alright, did I line you guys up properly? Have a guess. The answer is no. We haven't even built the rockets yet. What is Elon Musk gonna say? There we go. And change you again because... yeah. To, that one. Doesn't matter what that secondary color is as long as the first one's correct. Because I don't think pipes have the secondary color being visible, do they? You don't look straight. Literally spotted that instantly. you're going to come straight down. Here. Okay, has this complicated things? I would say no. I would say it's not necessarily made it any easier or nicer looking. But at the same time, what can you do, right? Just get over it. Not everything's going to look beautiful. Worst case scenario, I could drag this down, but then, no, stop. I'll save that. Do I want to get rid of everything that I've just done here? Is it necessary? I don't necessarily think it is. I know I've got to add in the few. Oh, you know what? No. I'm not going to get rid of what I've just done because that's just a massive waste of time in my opinion. Instead, what I'm going to do is actually do this bit by hand. Take us back to the days before blueprint designers. And the easiest way I can do this by hand is just simply by coming down here. And just completing this first row first, because it's the row that's first. And connecting everything up after that. Welcome, Vidod. An ad's just played. I've got monetization turned off. How is there an ad? Unless YouTube's playing ads, but I turned them off. I literally have monetization turned off for my streams. I'll look into that then, because there shouldn't be. For any other stream that you've seen since I've come back, has there been an ad before it? Or is it just this one? Because if it's just this one, maybe there's something that went wrong with the settings. But there shouldn't be. But regardless, I hope that you are doing good. I do apologise for that chat, by the way. There shouldn't be ads on this channel. Not for the streams, at least, anymore. I can turn them on if I want, but I don't really want to. Well, fine. Yeah, this didn't take too long. The problem here is, you guys aren't actually going to connect with each other. That's 500 fuel right there. This would be 600. I'm not carrying 600 per pipe. So that's where that's going to come up to. And how does that look? It's okay. I think it actually blends the yellow, the orange, and the white quite nicely together. And it has a very nice contrast there for the red. I would say I prefer the way this looks, but the orange doesn't stick out like a massively sore thumb. It just adds an extra little bit of colour. That's okay. And if I was to bring this straight down, just for an example, you are going to collide with that, but if I do it here, you won't collide with anything. Nitrogen gas, though, that's completely fine. Nitrogen gas won't ever have to come down here. Except for the very first time I hook it up over there. Other than that, it's completely fine. Okay. That's a pretty simple problem to have solved. It was a random ad for a mobile game. It was in the YouTube featured page that might have something to do with it. This man's coping. Yeah. It's cope, but there's no buts. There's no buts in this scenario. But it is what it is. There you go. There are buts. Just realised I can't actually do that. But hopefully I can still connect to this. And then, oh, using some black magic. Do that. By black magic, I mean just connecting to the input. Yes. Through the foundation, though. That's the black magic part. Is that good? Yeah, that's good. I know that Little Mix had a song called Black Magic. I'm not going to sing it because I'd rather you guys leave the stream of your hearing completely fine. If I attempt to sing, it will shatter every single window in the south of England. That sounds like a threat. It does. Oh, dearie me. It's quite a good song, though. I haven't heard much from Little Mix. Have they broken up? I can't say I necessarily listen to every single Little Mix song or that I know much about them, but they were on the radio for a while. I still can't believe One Direction broke up. That ruined my year. Because Zayn Malik was the first one to leave. And everyone thought, okay, well, shame, but maybe didn't contribute much. And then he released, what was it? Pillow Talk and the other song with Sia. Dusk Till Dawn, that's the one. And then people were like, you know what? Maybe this guy was actually quite good. His solo career went really well. Again, don't know if he released anything. I don't really stay up to date with music or musicians. I just don't care, if I'm honest. Last one there, we don't connect other than this. Right, you lots. That's now 200. How many rows have I got here, by the way? Is it 4 rows? It is. Okay, if it was 5, that would have been quite nice. But now I've got 4 rows, which is 400 fuel. Which means that I can do 1 fuel pipe coming around the back here, connecting to all 4 of these, then connecting to 1 more blender over there. That sounds like an ideal scenario. Clear this. All of our fuel's now completely sorted, which is fantastic. Let's work on our... Ooh, so many things to work on. Let's get all of our pipes just finished. Let's make sure all of our nitrogen gas shenanigans are hooked together. The side's now good. Then, as we were continuing our rocket fuel... That's the official name for it, by the way. Fuel. No, it's not. Oh, that's unbelievably annoying. Okay. Well, get out of that. What am I going to do with you, then? You troublesome fellows. I know exactly what to do. I just don't know if I've got the strength to do it. 1, 2, 1, 2. There. Yeah, I like that. 1, 2, 1, 2. And with you lot, I'm going to bring our final pipe for fuel here. Because you can then connect into there. You shouldn't need a pipeline pump there. I will add in a pipeline pump here. Absolutely. Absolutely. That was a terrible Scottish accent. I deeply apologise to any Scottish viewers. Oh well. And just sort that out a bit eventually. You know what? No. Why do it eventually when I can just do it now? There you go. So, final fuel pipe's going to come around there. You'll connect to here. You'll then go to there. I like that. No, I don't. I like this. I am satisfied with the way this is looking. 1, 2. You lined up? You don't have to be, but again, visually, I would prefer if you were. Then now with you, just chuck that on top. That's too far forwards. I knew it. You know when you see something's about to go wrong, yet you still do it anyway? No? Well, I do. There we go. I'm then just going to paint these very quickly in our beautiful... Should we try that again? I'm then going to paint these in our beautiful red wine colour. Just so I know what I've got to connect to here. And pathway-wise, yeet you out over there. We've got a nice 2 gap over here. I was expecting it to be slightly bigger. Although that is a disappointment I have quite a lot in my life. Oh, that's because there's a rather large gap in between you lots. I'm not going to change that now, but shame. Oh well. It's fine. That's completely fine. Now, the plan is to have your inputs here. The problem is, though, you're thick. You're, like, thick with 3 C's. 1, 2... Yeah, that's really what I wanted to try and do. Cheers. We've got 4 rows coming in from there, but we've only really got the space for 3 of these. Oh, well. You've never had an ad? Okay, yeah, so it must just be a weird thing then with YouTube. I don't know. I could do 2-2. Should we do a little 2-2? Let's try. I've never worn a 2-2 before, and I feel like that isn't necessarily breaking news, but just thought I'd bring it up. I also never intend on wearing one. It's not really my kind of thing. I'd rather wear anything else, quite frankly. You won't work. I can't do that. This was my second plan, bringing you guys up here. Obviously needing a pipeline pump somewhere. I know how I can make you work, but I don't know if it will look tolerable to my eyesight. The way I'm planning on doing this is that the bottom one of these rocket fuel pipes, that one, just connect simply into here and simply out of there. Done. It can obviously come up through here as well, because this is going to be completely blocked off. So we can have some logistic work going on inside of here as well. The second thing that I was planning for you guys, that you can't just come straight down because you'll be going straight through that. So have you come into the middle, almost the middle, a bit further right for you, a bit further left for that, then zoop you down. The problem is you'll most likely be overlapping the path. So let's double check that. Because again, I've got a feeling that this won't work. I've got a feeling. Okay. Is that a bit too small? Oh wait, surface too uneven. Okay, that doesn't necessarily mean no. Let's try that again. Because again, I would like you to come to, if that's the middle, 1, 2, 3. You appear to have worked for that. Okay. That's the middle. 1, 2, 3. Then just straight down there. How would that look? Obviously, it will be going underneath the asphalt. I'm just trying to see how the vertical drop's going to work. You touch. Because every time you touch, I get this feet stop. No, you don't touch. I might honestly go with that. And do some whole pipeline pump thing. Might even add in a floor hold. We'll see how things go. But I don't hate the way that looks. You don't interact there with the path. You shouldn't do on that side either, since you're built in the middle of the foundation, right? Not really, but yeah, close enough. I like that. I like that a lot. The way that I'm going to plan this, by the way, because we are currently almost 2 hours in, I want to get this row fully and entirely operational today. Because if I can do 1 row, I know that it works, I can do 6. Today I'm planning 2. I shouldn't need 6, but just saying. If I can do 1 row, I can do the remainder. It's just whether or not this is actually going to work, I'm honestly unsure of. On paper, everything seems like it makes sense. It's just also trying to keep note of how many excess items I've got per line. So again, coal, for example, which is going to be this row. I've got so much coal, I can do whatever I want with it. I can do probably 6, I think we said 12 blenders worth, which is everything here, for one 600 coal line conveyor belt. Whereas the sulfur is a different story, so it just depends. We'll just see how it goes, right? See how it goes. Let's then hook these up with each other, except you're now facing that way. Ooh. Don't know if I like that, but I've done it. Have I got any cord coming in from that side? I do not. No. I have got tons of cord coming in from over there, though. So let's just grab that, which is going to be coming in from up here. Paint this black. Carbon steel, technically. And for now, you can just dash along there, I'd say. Have you go that direction for now. Also, I love the way conveyor belts look during the night. I know you constantly hear me say I don't like the nighttime in this game. One thing even I can admit is that conveyor belts in the night look unreal. The little lights along here just look phenomenal. Whoever designed that smashed it. It's good. I know Mark 6 conveyor belts during the night look just heavenly. Even compared to the Mark 5s, it looks heavenly. Because I like the way this looks a lot. But Mark 6, the fact you can literally have Mark 6 conveyor belts just dangling from the ceiling as decoration, because it looks that good, that's how you know you've got yourself a good design of a conveyor belt. Anyway, you're coming in from around there. What I then want to try and do is obviously hook you guys up. But then most importantly, hook this up. Oh, conveyor belt too long. It's not that long. Oh well. I could just do that and shut up about it. Wow, there we go. Brilliant. Sulfur. I have got a bunch of sulfur coming in from, well, every angle, really. I want to try and use up all my resources coming in from there first. So, let's try and get a sulfur node coming through. So for you, I'm going to do this. I won't do that then, that's fine. Yeah. That's grand. Honestly, that's fine, don't worry. It's okay. Now let's try and do that. Then, now that we have a bit of a gap, bring you straight down. Although I don't really want you to overlap that. I would prefer if our sulfur potentially comes in through this, maybe. We've got tons of room here to add stuff, so let's just do it, I suppose, right? Where's a good place? There would be a good place. 1, 2. Although if you're all coming in from this angle, I might as well just continue that sort of trend then. Because we are going to get all of our sulfur through to here. And how many sulfur nodes have I even got coming around this side? Is it 2 or 3? I might as well just get everything over here. Ignore things like that, by the way. Four. We've got 3 600s, which would be nice and easy to source out with. We've got 1 780. And we've got 2 780s around the other side as well. So what I honestly might do is 3 600s. We've then got 3 180 sulfur left, which is going to be 300, 240, 540 sulfur left. And yeah, that's 5. 5? Yeah. Yeah, it's 5 and a bit blenders worth. So that's not too bad. So let's try and, well, join you guys up, I suppose. How am I going to do this? I would like you to enter in from this angle. It doesn't matter how, but I would prefer if you just entered. Ooh. I might move you slightly. Because bear in mind, this wall here is a bit of tomfoolery. Because this is what actually counts, this wall here. Which you're going to go in a minute, but oh well. You're all elevated. The reason why you're elevated is because of what? Those water pipes there. I don't necessarily mind. We do here with our sulfur. Let's add you back. Because again, for this particular part of the logistics floor, I don't mind if things overlap. I really don't. It's this part of it I want things to look nice and neat for. Do this. We'll do 2 more over here as well. 1, 2. And make sure that you are all connected nice and neatly into here. Last one. Yes. Then what I'm going to do after this is going to be like follows. Pour along the bottom, I suppose. I mean, is there any way I can not have our conveyor belts go through there? Not really. Unless I have them go in the water. Which could work. Because, I mean, preferably, I'd rather that you just don't overlap. Because, I mean, I don't like the way this looks. Let me just see. Problem is, you're literally on the water level, aren't you? Yeah, you are. But hey, that could be quite a nice addition, though. Let's try and think about it from that POV. Let's see. We are going to have to do a little bit of reworking around this area. But honestly, oh, nice. Honestly, I don't mind doing that, though. If it makes it look more tolerable, then... hey, I don't mind. Oh, I've got another wasp in this room. How is it with this room and wasps? Bloody massive as well. The Gojo Sator. I've got no idea what that even is. If it's a good thing, oh, thank you. If it's a bad thing, that's really rude. So, out, in. No, it's in, out, in, out. Don't sing it, don't sing it. Shake it all around. Do the hokey pokey, then we'll turn around. That's what it's all about. The hokey pokey. Is that song still a thing, by the way? I swear, if they don't play the hokey pokey at my wedding, I'm not getting married. But now, again, like I was saying earlier, I'm an uncle to about, I think it's 5 nephews. And I've seen what my siblings put on the telly for them to watch. Like, it's brain rotting. And it's so brain rotting, it affects us. Because we'll be sat there, talking about whatever, and then before you know it, it cuts to silence, and it's just a bunch of adults watching this kids program, as the kids themselves aren't even in the room. But because of the sounds and the noises that the TV program's making, it's even, like, addictive to adults. There's this one thing that we watch, it's like these vegetables, like fruits and vegetables and whatnot, like really highly saturated shows as well, like where, by saturated I literally mean that like the reds, the greens, the blues violently hurt your eyes by how bright they are, and you're there like, What on earth is this? But it hooks them. It hooks them like literal cocaine. I've never seen anything. It shuts them up within a second. If they're crying, put on some dancing vegetables. And there you go. Before you know it, they're as quiet as can be. And on one hand, you're grateful to the gods above for the invention of this. And on the other hand, you're sort of like, this maybe isn't a great thing. Oh well. If I get rid of you for a sec, because now that I'm just doing things properly, maybe I don't need this intimidation wall. So, again, that's if I do things properly. Crude, 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 crude. Logistics. Bring you up to round about here, I'd say. That's too far. I knew it was too far and I still clicked it because I'm an amazing individual. Oh dear. Yes, but the other way. I like that. I don't like that as much. Are you both going different ways? Oh, you are as... Oh. Fine, if I select... I mean, default works. It's just not as nice because it cuts you the wall. Let's see. 1, 2. If I bring it up to there. Okay, then which one's you? You're also coming out to here? Yep, so that would be fine for this. All good. The Gen Beta... Oh, even just Gen Beta. Even more brain rot. Yeah, I just... Yeah. Yeah. I would like you to go down, but how am I going to get you from that level to this level in such a quick time? Potentially. And I'm unsure about this, so I won't say anything until I've done it. No, I can't use a conveyor lift for this one, can I? No, you're a bit too low, I'd say. So what I'm going to do then is bring you around to here. What? There. The reason why I actually quite like this is because I'm no longer going straight through these pipes. I think the top of the crude oil there is going to hit it a little bit, but that's fine. I feel like that's not my fault. That's not my wrongdoing. Not entirely, at least. There we go. This is looking a bit nicer. East Coast. Isn't there a trick with the lifts? Yes. I don't know it. I'm not really that good with finding, like, tricks and exploits in this game. I just play the game normally and hope that I'm doing it right. Like, for example, I remember one exploit that went around quite, I say viral, it's Satisfactory, it's not that viral, but it's, you know, like, it was popular within the community at least, was the Mercer Sphere and Summer Sloop exploits, where you could essentially have an infinite amount of Summer Sloops and Mercer Spheres. That was really popular. Did I do that? No, because I didn't see the point. I mean, it's a single player game. I do not care remotely what you choose to do as a player on a single player game. I honestly couldn't care less. If it was a multiplayer game and you were using exploits and cheats, different story, because then I think that's borderline annoying. There's other words I was going to use there. But it's frustrating. This is, I suppose this is also a multiplayer game, but for the most part it's not. In, out. You're over here. I don't like how you go up like that though, so let's try and bring it in a little bit closer first. There we go. And you're going to go up to there, then down to here. I like this. Nope. Oh wait, I've done it like that? Okay, right. Is that going to be okay? I'm trying to think outside of my brain cell capacity here. No, I don't really want that. I would rather it be the opposite way. Yeah, do that. Not a bug, it's a feature. It's definitely a bug. It's not supposed to be there. Okay. Now with you lot, at some point, you're going to have to go up here a little bit. You have to, yeah. The reason why I don't really want to do it is... Oh, I can't do it then. Is because if I swing that around there, it then means that my sulfur then has to go on top of this by an extra layer. It's kind of annoying, but oh well. I'll do that here though. That is quite high. It's fine, but it's just quite high. Oh well. Enough. I could honestly use conveyor belt, yeah, conveyor belt lifts here. That's what I will actually do. Unless you're going to stick out from the roof there. Is that going to be a problem? Ooh. No, you're actually fine. Although I don't want to get rid of that because I forgot there's actually a pattern there. Whoops. Okay, we're 2 hours into the stream. I want to try and get my sulfur completely just through here and connected within the next 10 minutes or so. That would be quite nice. Let's see if we can make it work. Great. Then I would appreciate if you continued in a straightforward manner. This location. Roger, that's fine. So we go up like that. And select you and just bring you straight down. I don't think you're going to be able to fit into there. What I am going to do here instead then is remove that temporarily. And instead move you over to here. We're going to do 1, cancel. We're going to do 1, 2. Get rid of that there. Although in theory I could still technically have you come out here. So still have 2 loop you around, but then that look nice. No. Do 2 there. And for the other 2 sulfur nodes, I honestly might just zoop it straight down. Do I need you for this? Let's see. Because you're 100 sulfur each, right? I've got 6, so that's 600. For that row, 600 for that row. Then 600 and 600. So I'm actually going to need all 4 of you here. I forgot how much sulfur this thing requires. 100 sulfur per blender is not cheap. The sulfur is... well, it's not cheap. I know, crazy how that works, right? I'll bring you to... there. There is currently a wasp flying around my room, by the way. I'm not allergic or anything, I just don't really want to get stung. This is a problem that I run into every week now. It's freezing outside. How is a wasp still alive? The only thing I can think of is that it's been living in my office for a while, which is fine. I don't want to kill it. If I can get it out without harming it, that would be fantastic. If it tries to harm me, though, I'm decapitating it. I am... Oh my god. Oh my god. Have you guys found a slight mistake that I've done here? I am special. I'm a special human being, okay? You don't get many like me. I'm a special breed of idiotic. Very special breed. The world's most special breed. Chuck you there. Luckily, because of straight mode, it makes this part nice and simple. Again, we were talking earlier about what the differences is between updates 1.0 and updates 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the main difference, again, quality of life. It's just better. I also don't really want you lot to be here, and I might have actually attached these incorrectly. I'll very quickly just do this part again. Because if I connected them to the actual conveyor pole, I don't think it would have gone into the lift. Maybe it would have, but we're doing this now, it's fine. You're gonna connect? Oh, that's beautiful. Good job. See, this looks a lot nicer, even though I know this is literally a hidden logistic floor underneath a hidden logistic floor underneath a road. But just knowing that it looks like this now, all the colors, nothing's interacting with one another, nothing's in the way, it's just fine. And that's what I like. 2, 3, 4. Oh no, I've still got 2 that I can use from here. Okay. It doesn't really matter, I don't think, which ones I use for what, because you're all 600 except for the one 780. As long as I keep a note of what's the 780, then we're fine. And luckily, again, because it is a solid, this is quite simple to set up. If this was a liquid, then God help us. VeggieTales is a good show. Yeah. I haven't seen too much of it. We saw... Well... In Religious Education, we saw a few of it. A few episodes. It's not brain rot. I would say it's learning made fun. There's a difference between brain rot and actual, like, learning. I feel like if I was to ever rewatch VeggieTales, I'll actually learn something from it. Whereas with brain rot, I don't learn from that. I just, well, learn from it. It doesn't benefit me. That's nice. I'll do that later off camera. So far, I have to try and connect it over here. That was my emo impression. Hope that you guys enjoy that, by the way. For the first and only time this evening. Bring you forward by a little bit more. Okay, wow, that was completely misjudged by yours truly. In that case, what I'm actually going to do here, this is what I like to call Le Dreadful, which is French for an extremely dreadful idea, which hopefully might work. You're going to go straight over this now as well. Say to here. Then you're going to go straight down. So that's part 1 of Le Dreadful. to make sure that this continues around here in a straight format. Okay, so you're going to be a 600. That's fine. Are you fully connected? You... Oh, off you go. Oh, no, you're not. Never mind. The next part now of Le Dreadful is this. Oh, you're gone. Oh, cheerio. Bloody hell. Old chap's gone for a bit of a wander. Apparently this is tolerable. Let's find out. You're then going to come to... Let's see. You're not straight, are you? Actually, you look straight. You're straight to me. To me, to you. Yes. Okay, this actually might work. Again, doesn't necessarily look nice. It's up to you. No. What do you mean it's the most hideous thing you've seen today? Oh, that's incorrect. I have misjudged that completely. Shameful display. There, that's the button that I never press. And then I always remark about how I never press it properly. Okay, I think this looks pretty neat considering the circumstances. Which one's the 780, by the way? Third one in. You. Okay. You know what? Before I actually do anything, you're the only one that currently has sulfur going through to the other side, right? Using that bit of knowledge, what I can do is determine which one the 780 is before I do anything else. If I'm correct now, if I do this, one of these should have sulfur. You know, I'm somewhat of a genius myself. I say genius. I literally just did the most basic thing that a day one player could do. But I did it in my own style, so... 675. No, you're 780, sorry. I'll just type it again then, thanks. Hey, what? Oh, there we go. You're 780, the rest are 600s. Might as well just do it again anyway. Just so future me knows exactly what I'm doing. Let's be quite frank with you, sometimes I'll do something one stream, and by the time that I boot up my next stream, I'm questioning, what did I do? How much is coming through that pipe? What is the meaning of life? I still haven't figured out that final question, but for the other ones, I'm fairly certain that I've come to good conclusions now using these signs. Okay. I'm going to save you, because you're just going to generally piss me off. At least with you, though, what I can try and do is connect you with this. Do you line up with anything? No, you're... That's fine. That's okay, I'm not angry. I'm not frustrated by that. Since you're going to bend around anyway, let's do a nice bend. A nice pretty bend. Ah, what a pretty bend. Oh dear, what a pretty bend is a sentence that just came out my mouth. Not nice. Again, the mental department is not there anymore. Get rid of that. Yeah, that's fine actually. Just making sure everything there works, and it does. It's fine. Now you can go all the way through. You brilliant. Having said that, actually, I don't mind my logistics being shown here, but I'd rather not. My secret logistics flaw that I've only featured for like 5 hours on this channel. I don't mind this area. I will, for the sake of my sanity, increase you over there. I'll further stretch it out. There we go. Okay. So, like I said, sulfur is now completely done, and we did it in about 13 minutes there. I was taking my time, but that's still good to know that I can get it done in a fairly rapid pace. Regardless, where's this wall actually going to go? Because I know that you're going to go here. I don't know how far back you're going to go, but that's where I'm going to yeet you anyway. Couple more. I have built this to the right level, haven't I? Yes. Making sure. You guys no longer need to come in this direction, do you? I'll have you travel along this wall. Then you're gonna go straight through there. You absolute rascals. Okay. Regardless, I still don't want you coming over here, because there's no need. I don't need crude oil for this particular project. You'll be going to the plastic facility. Woohoo! I made that sound a lot more fun than it actually is, but oh well. Nothing wrong with the plastic facility, okay? Nothing wrong with it. I want to add you like this. I think I do. Let's have you like... So how high do you have to be as well? Well, you can't be any higher than that. You can be. So this wall's going to start here then. I'm not zone that there. That's impressively unimpressive. We'll then chuck you into here. With you coming into here as well. I could completely rule out this coming into here, but I think it looks quite nice, so screw it. The next thing is that I've got to make sure to line up is going to be you lot. There. Like so. Fuel being down here. I haven't yet got an active colour for you, so let's just change. I think it's the primary, isn't it? And yours going to be white. Okay, okay. Nitrogen gas. That's also something that I've got to try and bring round into here. Although where and how is a different question that I'm actually unsure of. Because I don't really want to add too much more coming down here. And we've already got tons going on in this direction, but I could probably try and fit it in somewhere. Let's see. Because regarding actually coming in from this angle, no, I can't physically do that. How about if you were to come in like here, let's say. 1, 2, 3, 4. Absolutely, that's doable. Absolutely it is. I want you to maintain a relatively decent height. I think, coming into this. No, I might as well just lower you back down, actually. Yeah. I'm gonna go here. That's kind of annoying. I know why that's happened. Because of the way that I've laid this out. But if I was to nudge you over there a little bit, we could then get away with this, potentially. Because you almost precisely line up with this. It won't precisely line up. It wasn't really designed to, but it's close enough. What I need, it's pretty good. And paint you white again because you're nitrogen. Some people are saying, why am I not going to paint it in chrome? Good question. Haven't got an answer. I just, well, I do. I didn't really want to. That's why. You're not going to line up that well. I can't really move you over any further. Purely based on the way that you're positioned. I can get rid of it. But then it'll look a bit weird. So, no. I won't do that. And again, we'll grab this. And see, what would you look like here? I honestly can't imagine that's going to ruin my day, so we're going to plop it in and see if we make it work. Again, I really don't like how this is bending, but it's fine. In life, not everything is going to be perfect. It's just one of those few occasions. There we go. It does clip a little bit through the pipes, but there's not really much I can do about that. We've got the gist. And you're now having to go up as well, aren't you? You can come out to there. So what I would do is bring it out to there. 1, 2, 3. Sure, I mean, that's actually not too bad. Didn't actually realize it's going to do that for me, but the game's going to help me out. Absolutely, I won't say no. Even though I've already recorded the 500-hour special, by the way, when it comes to the 1,000-hour special, because that's the next one I'm going to be doing, where I feature everything I've done in the last 1,000 hours, basically. When it comes to that, I will be showing all of this. So don't worry in case you guys are wondering, like, oh, but I can't really watch 100 hours worth of streams, or 200, 300 hours. Don't worry, I can always just feature it another way. Regarding fuel, you're all coming around that way. Okay. What I'm honestly thinking about doing is still bringing all the fuel around here. Although you three... I need 4 though, don't I? I was thinking, I can get you 3, Zoopy down there, plus 1 more as well, just a Zoopy down there as well. That would then mean that we've got 4 fuel nodes coming out of here. Which would be kind of handy. Let's see. So literally just repeat this, but then have you come around this side. Heights-wise, can I actually maintain that height? Because then you'll be somewhere around here. I know we've got these things. I can just add in the pump here. Obviously it's not straight, ignore that. Then with that, are you the same height? Honestly unsure. Didn't realize I was missing a massive chunk of wall from here either. That is the right height. Okay, so I think I'm going to come to a decision here. Because also, this is going to look dope, I think. I haven't used the word dope in years. But it's going to look nice. So let's go with that. Adequate. There you go. It's not going to sicken me. That's a compliment if I've ever heard one. And again, we are going to have some sort of pump along here. Although I will quickly redo the way this looks. So I can fit the pump in there. I like that. I do. I do. Get rid of you. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Have you yeet off over here. I don't mind that. Straight to go here. Straight to go here. We'll then link up here. And go, let's see. 1, 2, and 3. These are all 500s as well. Hence why I'm getting that. Oh, do I actually need 5 rows? We've got 4 rows that require the fuel. Plus, I then need that final row there. So we are going to need 5 rows here. With this one most likely jutting around the facility. This is so much fun, man. I love doing logistic work in this game. I was going to say I could spend hours doing it, but I mean, I literally do. I dedicate hours of my time to place pipes in this game. But I have no complaints about it. Very cool haircut. Thank you very much. Yeah, I went to the barber shop and said, just a high fade. And that's what we ended up with. Although, to be fair, it normally is this short. Sometimes it's a bit shorter around the sides, but yeah, that's what I've gone with this time. But thank you, though, for the compliments. I appreciate that. And welcome, Evnaf, by the way. They ruined my... Yeah, my friend in university had to walk around in a hoodie for, I think it was 2 weeks. Apparently it was that... I didn't even see it. But apparently it was that bad that it couldn't see the light of day. Is that the right height? Yeah. That was quite rough. There we go, then have you go straight into there, have you go straight into there. I don't mind that. Again, adding pipes all the way through there now as well. Everything here is running good. Definitely all connected, isn't it? Yes. Good. Why are you the only one that's not orange? Let's now... I mean, you definitely can't get over here. Wait, what? Are you actually able to get over this? There's no way, right? Wait. I don't want you to go into here just yet. What I do want to try and get you to do, though, is go 1, 2. And have you go into here. Is there actually fuel here? There is. I'm still going to add a pump because I might as well. It makes me feel better about it if I was to add a pump. What are you? Oh, I know what you are. Wait, do I? Yeah, you're the crude oil that we're getting from the unpackaging facility. Right, okay, yeah, you can just continue along there. I don't know why you're here, but okay. You're also not straight. The one support that's yellow that instead of black. Oh yeah, there's a few like that. Yeah. I can just change it. There we go. Everything else now should be fine, hopefully. Do I want you just to jut out? Because you can come through here. I don't really want you to, because you're going to be going somewhere. I don't even know where, but it's good to not have you being hidden in here. Quite frankly, I will not know where that's going to go within a week. So it's nice just to have that there. Try and plop you in there. Same thing here, same thing here, same thing here, same thing here. Now, regarding you lots, I'm going to do a very, very human design. This design is very human. And connect that to that. Brilliant. And regarding you, you're now just going to, yet again, adjust into somewhere along here. If I can actually get through, that would be, like, really cool. I did say that I wanted it to be somewhere down here, but now since I've already got the elevation to my advantage, I might as well just keep you up here. No point having this pump. There you go. Let's go. And do that. You could even be one higher. I don't want you to be, I don't think. You could be. Yep. There. Oh, Lord have mercy. So you are a different height, but if I just do that, then... Oh, problem solved. Who would have thought it? Where's the next fuel line? You're here. Right. Is that going to be a problem? Height-wise, you're correct there. I think that's pretty good. Oh, you're actually off. You're half a foundation too low. Honestly, I'm not going to... The problem is, if that's half a foundation too low, then all of this is half a foundation too low, which means all of this is half a foundation too low, which isn't really worth trying to fix. So I'm going to leave it like this for now. As annoying as what it is. And I think we'll be okay. We'll get through this. Okay. But because you're a bit closer to there than where I thought you were going to be, what I might have to do is bring you guys back here a little bit, which isn't too difficult to do. Just grab this. Go 1, 2, 1, 2. Same thing there. Then, make sure that you go to the furthest one. Straight back into there. Nothing is changing other than that. I'll change the colors of those pipe supports, by the way. Don't worry. And because there is a very small gap here, I'm not going to add that. I'm going to do the exact same thing as what I did last time, which is going to be the metal beam. There. It works. What can I say? It works. You'll then come around here somewhere. Not quite sure how far out you need to go, but good to be prepared. All of you have now got fuel. All of that's now got fuel. The last thing that... Oh, I need coal and I need nitrogen gas. Which is something that I'll sort out tomorrow. All that fuel is coming around there as well. Again, there is going to be some excess over there, but it's completely fine. Sulfur-wise, I didn't check, but I think we're doing grand, aren't we? Oh, you know what actually I could try and do here? I don't know if this is going to look nice, but what if I was to do this? With the door. That's quite nice. I like that. We'll paint it the right colour. Which is what exactly? Sure. It's not that. I don't even know what the right colour even is. It doesn't tell me now, I don't think. It's not grey. It's too light to be grey and it's too dark to be black. I don't know. But yeah. All of our sulfur's now here as well. It's fantastic. You're then just going to cut straight across there. Now because we've got this in the way, we'll do this. And bring it straight down just here. Same thing here. And as usual, I am making things more difficult for myself. Episode 4753 of me somehow making life difficult for me. Because our sulfur connection... Why do you link? That's sulfur. Sulfur doesn't have to link. Oh, right. I know what I've done. Okay. Right. What I've done here is I've messed up the lines a little bit. So you need to go there. And this is where our sulfur will be coming in from. I think. Right? Yeah. No. Also no. One of you must be right. That is this side, so... Why are you the wrong one? There we go. The only problem is now you guys are completely filled up with sulfur. When you were supposed to be the core line. So I painted you for a very certain reason. Okay. There's quite a lot of items here in my inventory. So what I'm going to try and do is go to organization, plop down the personnel storage box, and just dump a bunch of these items into that. There we go. And to solve this problem, I'm going to do this. And then get rid of that. Get rid of that. There we go. Now freed up some items. Good. You've now stopped filling up. I'm going to have to get rid of all of this. In fact, I'll start with this one here first. Is that the last one? No, that must be the last one. Good. It's a very minor thing, but it's one of those things I just prefer just to do. Oh, I forgot about the compact core as well for the blueprint designer. Because I'm actually... Oh, that's annoying. Because we're also getting compact core from this, aren't we? And I haven't got the output for that. Straight down. Honestly, just straight down. Let's see how that's going to go. I will add that into the designer a bit later on. Oh, but you're both going into the exact same point. Okay. What is this? Thank you. Let's then select our merger. You might not fit. Do a little half nudge, maybe? This could actually be quite concerning here, chat. No, of course. There. No matter what I do, it's going to interact there with one of the pipes. I don't think we can do much about that, which is a shame because it's visible as well. The problem is, if I was to bring you just straight down, we're definitely going to interact with each other. But I actually quite like the way that looks. So maybe we can just accept that. So let's just grab this. Oh, there's tons of room down there. Okay, good. There we go. Base level. No. And again, I will sort this out off camera. Before we end, I just want to make sure that this is a solution that I can indeed fix. Have you coming out to there. That's still below that height, isn't it? And how much compact coal am I making here? 25 times by 3, 6, 12. 300, then 300 over there as well. So I can combine everything here into a 600 belt. Even better, if I have a very quick look at this, I need 682.4 for one and 1,000 for another. So if I just get 1,000 together. $25 each, that's 40. Okay. Yeah, that's doable. Then, in order to try and connect you guys together, what I'm going to have to end up doing here is getting a merger. There. And I suppose there? We'll see. I can sort this out off camera. But oh well. Regardless, stream, we made very good progress today. It doesn't look like it. We've got all the blueprints. Well, we've got the blueprint sorted. I've got to make a couple tweaks to it now, obviously. Although, having said that, if I... Yeah, no, I will, yeah. I've got an idea in mind. Don't worry too much about it. It won't be that much of a drama. We'll then try and figure out something to do with these here as well. Again, we've already got a design in mind, which is fantastic. And the only thing they have to do really is just duplicate this row a few more times, and that's kind of it. If I was to do this again, obviously I'll make sure that I've got the blueprint designed properly, and I'll probably make these gaps a little bit smaller. But overall, it's not too bad. That's all good, Rebel Duster. I do greatly appreciate it, man. And good luck with work. I hope that the rest of it goes pretty well. And yeah, stream, thank you guys very much for tuning in. Tomorrow I'm live for the final stream for a significant amount of time. So I hope that it's going to be a good one. I'm just happy that we can finally start to make rocket fuel tomorrow. I'm very happy. The title is most likely going to be making rocket fuel today. Just to let you guys know, that's probably the title of tomorrow's stream. But we'll see how it goes. Either way, thank you very much for watching. If I don't see you tomorrow, then I will see you in Valhalla. Have an amazing rest of your day. Stay safe. And as always, Godspeed and cheerio.